All right, Shalom. All right, this is Gamali Allah out of Great Millstone, Atlanta. Want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kodash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the Akim that are pushing out this truth and sincerity. All right, coming at you with a quick lesson. All right, and all right, this is gonna be centered around Big Brother. All right, and if you don't know what Big Brother is, that's basically a nickname for the government watching you. Okay, Big Brother, meaning you know, almost as if you have a sibling and your bigger brother is constantly watching over you. All right, and you know, so there's plenty of ways and methods that the government, who is run by the so-called white man, all right, which is Edom, okay, in the Bible. All right, the nation of Esau and Edom in the Bible. All right, but this is like I said, there's many methods, all right, in which the so-called white man will spy on you. All right, and he'll spy out your liberties. Okay, so this is a video entitled "All the Ways Big Brother is Watching You." All right, and I'm just gonna go straight into it and get some precepts in a few. All right.
He wrote his book in the late 1940s. Even in darkness now, you're going to be listened to. As you go about your daily business in America, you are filmed or surveyed at least 20 times per day. You're being watched continually. The police can drive by your home, and they do, by the way, folks.
All right, so as you see, he said over 20 times a day, you're basically being watched. Okay, you're on these different surveillance cameras. Okay, you have different cameras in supermarkets. You got different cameras and you know, traffic cameras, highway cameras. He said over 20 times a day you're being watched and surveilled. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna keep going.
Stingray devices, which are located in their car, they act as fake cell phone towers. They download everything you're doing in your home. They're watching everything. They're listening. They're recording it. They have Doppler radar devices, which are semi-heat detecting devices. They can go by your home. They point at your home. They can see if you're at home. Now, if they want to do a SWAT team raid on you, yeah, they know you're at home. Or if they don't want you to be home and they want to go in your house under the U.S. Patriot Act and download everything from your computer to see what you have in your home, that's legal under the sneak and peek search. It's legal in America. Of course it violates the Constitution, but it's legal. The Department of Homeland Security, which is really the mastermind behind a lot of this.
All right, so as you see, all right, this devil can basically go in. You know, he'll know whether you're home or not. Okay, they have these police scanners or whatever it is. All right, that basically can how do I say, hijack your information. Okay, because what it does is it acts as a police satellite or whatever. It acts as a satellite, and it actually it interferes, okay, with your computer or device or whatever. All right, and then that signal goes to them first. Okay, so basically they're getting all these different documents and different you know, going through your emails, getting all this data, and they're collecting all these things. All right, so that they can get more and more information, more and more. They can get more and more, well, yeah, information. Because at the end of the day, information is value. When you have, you know, the way these different corporate leaders think, okay, they believe that the more information that they have on people, the more control they have, the more understanding they have, and the more predictability they have on you. Okay, all right, so let's keep going.
Working with the FBI is handing out license plate readers to police departments across the country, where they go by down your road. They can collect up to 1,800 images per hour. They can tell where you went to the dentist's office, a psychiatrist's office, to a political rally, where you're headed. They can track you. Google now admits on your cell phone, just by the power usage, as you're driving around the city, they can track you exactly where you go. That's all fed into an intelligence cloud. Did you know that Amazon built a multi-million-dollar intelligence cloud for all 17 intelligence agencies to use? And all this information is fed into it. They analyze it, and they think you're a criminal, they could come get you. By the way, there are numerous new federal laws passed every year across the country. This doesn't count state laws and city laws, creating new criminal behavior, such as having a chicken in your backyard, a vegetable garden, solar panels, those kind of things, collecting rainwater. So you can be a criminal. There are 300,000 regulatory crimes by the federal government. So the average American is creating, they're saying now, 3 to 5 crimes a day, and you don't even know it. And we now know the national security.
All right, so let's stop there. And matter of fact, let me go ahead and get this. First Corinthians 2:11. For what man knoweth? Matter of fact, is it this one? Let me see. I don't know why I lost the slack here. One second. Bear with me one second. Oh, 2 Corinthians. Okay. I was wondering. Okay, 2 Corinthians 2:11. All right, and this precept is brought out all the time, but it goes into Esau and his spying. Okay, 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Okay, all right. So Satan, being the so-called white man, okay, that's the spiritual demon Satan. His physical counterpart on earth is the so-called white man. Okay. All right, and it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. So we know that the so-called white man is spying on us. We know that your privacy, there is no privacy. Okay, we know these things. All right, and it just goes to show you the wickedness, the high-level wickedness that this so-called white man is doing. Okay, because everyone should have their own liberty. Everyone should have their own space and privacy. But here you have this man is always eavesdropping on these different listening devices, and it's going into those devices. We're not ignorant of his devices. Part of his devices goes into what? Goes into his technology, his different weaponry and different things of that nature. Because at the end of the day, the sword is his blessing. Okay. The sword is Esau's blessing. All right, so that goes into his technology, his different devices, all these different things. You got Alexa, you got these smart TVs, and they're constantly listening. Okay, let's keep going.
You can see, which is supposed to be protecting us, is downloading about 2 billion of our emails a day. This is American citizens. Text messages, Facebook posts. Remember the Fourth Amendment? The Founding Fathers gave us. It says before the governments to do surveillance on you, they have to have evidence of some kind of criminal activity or a really good, strong, reasonable suspicion that you're committing it before they can do surveillance. But they're downloading everything we see. Even your TVs now, your Samsung TVs, your new smart TVs, you can have new.
See, so like I said, all right, you got smart TVs. All right, all these different things are being used for eavesdropping. Okay.
Voice commands tell it to come on, change channels, and stuff like that. Anything you say in the room is going into that television set, and they admit, Samsung and other corporate entities that make these kind of television sets, those voice commands are collected and sent to an internet service. And where does that go? Up into that intelligence cloud that I mentioned earlier, and the government knows everything you're talking about in your home. And you have the FBI creating a huge database of DNA samples. Sometimes DNA does help catch a criminal, but why do they want DNA samples of babies? They're collecting some in hospitals, of people who are arrested for a crime but haven't been convicted. Police are pushing heavy for misdemeanors now. Everything is blown into a DNA database. Well, come to find out, Your DNA can tell you who your ancestors were. Well, maybe they're troublemakers. Maybe we could deal with that somehow, the government's thinking about. Maybe some kind of pre-crime units as predicted by the movie Minority Report, written originally in a novel by Philip K. Dick. So everything is being watched. And now we have drones flying over the United States legally. President Obama signed a law in effect allowing drones to fly without any civil liberties protections at all. You can realize some of these drones have scanning devices. They can fly over your home and scan everything you're doing in your home. They can hack into your Wi-Fi, computers, download this and that. You have hummingbird drones that can fly up to your window, watch what you're doing, record what you're saying, insect drones and stuff.
Yep, hummingbird, insect drones, all these different things, man. I mean, with this man's technology, the possibilities are endless. You know, like I said, there's you know, they might put different listening devices and roaches, and because you got to think they have these cameras that are microscopic. They have cameras and microphones that are microscopic. You know, so you know, they're all these insects, not all of them, but you know, some of these insects can definitely be spy devices. Okay, all right. There's so many methods of Esau spying. Okay, so many methods.
House, all these things are there, folks. So what do we come to? We are at the end of the age of privacy. There's nothing we do that's private today. We're going to have to get active at the local level. We're going to have to make sure our local government stand up to the federal government and say no to the NSA snooping, no all this snooping. Get those stingray devices out of your local communities, those license plate readers. If you don't, I mean, these all violate the Constitution. You can,
and we all know that that's not going to happen. All right, it's not going to happen. All right, because all these things are set up and intended, okay, for the benefit of the so-called white man. Okay, it's for him to establish his agenda, to establish his new world order. All right, and a part of his new world order includes spying. Okay, government surveillance, the NSA, the National Security Agency. You know, this guy is basically saying, you know, you can petition and make a change and put you know, put certain movements into effect, all right, to present to the government, all right, to make a change, but there is no change. Okay, the system in itself is corrupt. Okay, and all they got to do is just tell you, okay, we're not going to do it anymore. That doesn't mean that they're going to stop. Okay, all they got to do. I mean, how do you know if whether you're being watched or not? You don't know. That's the thing. So, I mean, whatever solution people come up with to eliminate this problem, it's in vain. Okay, it's not going to work because, like I said, you don't even know the depths of to which this man is spying on you. Okay, so if you don't know how he's spying on you, then you're not going to know how he's not spying on you. You know. Psalm 64:2, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. That's right, because you have a secret counsel, all right, of you know, wealthy, super rich banking families, all right, which basically that's the secret counsel of the wicked. Okay, all right, the Illuminati, you have something called secret societies. What is a secret society? That's the secret council of the wicked, okay, which they get together and they conspire amongst each other, and part of them conspiring is basically you know, collecting this data, okay, getting all this data and information, personal information, all right, and you also have even smaller corporations and small and large corporations that are actually buying data. Okay, they buy your data, they buy your spending habits, they buy all these different things. Okay, to come up against you. Okay, all right. So it says from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. All right, and that's all they do is work iniquity, man. You know. verse 3, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Okay, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. That's right, because they shoot at the elect. Okay, all right, which that's going to be one of the ways that's going to be one of the reasons why YAHAWASHI is going to take them out and give them a heavy judgment, is because they have they've shot in secret at the perfect. Okay, they've taken shots, okay, at the elect. All right, they've spied on the elect, and so that's when this devil goes down, all right, he goes into slavery. It's going to be well deserved, all right, because best believe we're gonna have different heathens that are set up over the so-called white man that are going to watch, surveil, keep a close eye on the so-called white man. So they're not going to have any privacy, all right. All right. Okay. And that's the spirit, because brother just put in the group chat, man, Esau is a whole nother oppressor. That's right. That's right, because this guy is just, I mean, it's endless. It's endless the wickedness that he does, man. All right. And there's no telling. I'm gonna read this too, because best believe there are spies among these different camps. All right, there's informants and spies amongst Great Millstone. All right, which, I mean, hey, if any one that's spying on Great Millstone, the Lord is going to deal with them. Okay, the Lord is going to deal with them personally. All right, and that's going to be a heavy judgment. All right, but best believe you have spies amongst these camps, especially IUIC, all these different. You have camps that are basically set up by Esau, or we believe to be set up by Esau. All right, this is Galatians 2:4, and that because of false brethren unawares brought in, who came in privily to spy out our liberty. All right, who came in basically secretly. All right, who basically slipped in, okay, came through the back door, and it says came in privily to spy out our liberty, which we have in Yahawashi and Mashiach, that they might bring us into bondage. That's right, because Esau is doing the same thing. Esau is spying out your liberty. All right, you have a human right, okay, you have a right to have privacy, okay, to not have anyone watch you, okay, everywhere you go. That's a they call it God-given right, okay. That's a God-given right that you should be able to have ultimate privacy, to do whatever, okay. I mean, of course the angels see and the Most High sees anyway. All right, but for this devil to basically be spying on you, that's straight wickedness. All right. So anyway,
if you don't do something about it at the local level, you don't get down to your local city council, and they don't start passing laws and resolutions against this, you might as well chuck it in. The Constitution is worthless, and there's no privacy. The time to act is now. There may be no tomorrow. For more information on the Rutherford Institute.
All right, so that's pretty much the point. Is that we're constantly being watched. All right, and it's nothing to be fearful of either. All right, because in fact, let me find that. But we don't fear this man either. All right, because let me find that real quick. All right, yep, Matthew 10:28. All right, this is Matthew 10:28, and it says, "And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul." That's right. So the so-called white man can kill the flesh. All right, these devils can kill the flesh, but it says, "But are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. All right, which that word hell is grave right there. All right, but basically going into the point that we shouldn't fear being watched. We shouldn't fear this so-called white man, coming in or whatever, coming in with violence, coming in, to make a move on us. All right, because ultimately that's when the Lord is going to raise up a standard, and ultimately the Lord is going to deal with him. Okay, but there's no reason to be paranoid or feel weird, okay, because you're being watched. No, it just is what it is. You know, it is what it is. If this devil wants to watch and eavesdrop and listen, then so be it. Okay, but at the end of the day, we know that YAHAWASHI is going to take care of us, and He's going to deliver us. Okay. All right, we know that YAHAWASHI has him in a trick bag. So if that's what he wants, if this devil wants to do that and spy out liberties, then go right ahead. Okay, it's only gonna contribute to his downfall and destruction. All right, so that was pretty much the point of this lesson, is to basically point out the ways that Big Brother, aka the so-called white man, is watching you. And the irony of Big Brother is the fact that Esau is the big brother to Jacob. Esau is the big brother to Jacob. So big brother, meaning big brother Esau, is watching. Okay. All right. So Lord willing, you were edified. I want to give all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. That belongs to our elders and apostles. Shalom.